Hits 1027. Hey there, Sarah Mack with you. I'm joined by Whitney and Erin, and they're with an organization called Lost&Found, advocating for mental health here in Rapid City. Welcome, ladies. So, Erin, can you tell me a little bit about this organization?
Lost&Found. We've been in existence for about 14 years, started by some 18-year-olds in college, actually, 5. And they wanted to do more to prevent suicide among their peers in the collegiate world. So founded Lost&Found, and our goal really is to prevent suicide in young adults from 10 to 34.
Where's the local person you can go to in mental health crises?
Well, you can always call 988.
The National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
We're focused mainly on college campuses in and around Rapid City. We've got Spearfish, and I'll let Whitney talk a little bit about her campus programming because she's the expert there.
Wonderful. Yeah, we do have a lot of students in town.
We have recently got into the School of Mines campus and then also at the University Center working with Black Hill State Rapid City students, SDSU nursing students, and SDSU counseling students as well. We've really set up a peer-to-peer program. We know that peers often go to their peers for help, right? Or family or friends. So we've tried to recruit students in teaching them mental health foundations, how to respond if someone reaches out, if they're struggling, how to refer them to those resources that a lot of the times they don't know where to go if they're struggling. But really focused on how do we just create connections on campuses to reduce isolation and trying to normalize some of the feelings regarding mental health on campuses. Yeah.
Safe spaces.
Exactly.
It seems like it's becoming harder and harder with the economy, with bad news. People really do need that extra help with their peers and friends. So Lost&Found organization now, as an organization going out to college campuses, do you have events?
We try to really have the students ground what we do, right? We know that students are their best advocates. And so we start also what's called student chapters, and that's how Lost&Found was formed in the beginning. So working with students on what gaps are you seeing on campuses? What things can we do to fill those gaps? So Lost&Found offers different education and training, whether that's on boundaries, how do you listen to your peers, different things like that. But then also just fun events to have on campus. So I was talking to a student the other day, and they were like, can we bring in puppies during midterms to relieve our stress? And I was like, if y'all want to, we will make that happen. So really using those students to connect with the other students and what do you think is best for your campus? We know each campus is also a little different. So knowing what is best for them there in those spaces. And then also connecting with faculty and staff on how do you support your students? How do you connect students together and different things like that as well.
That's wonderful. I have a nephew in college. I know he's having a stressful, hard time, and it's hard to know who to trust and who can relate to you. So Lost&Found as an organization working hard to do that with the chapters. That's amazing. What is your website? Where can people learn more information?
Our website is resilienttoday.org, and I would highly recommend anyone to go and see our website. We have some really, really great digital materials that anyone can download for free. So we have a Let's Talk About Mental Health guide that just helps people to learn how do you talk about mental health in a way that destigmatizes a lot of things that are around mental health, but also to normalize everyone struggles, right? So how do we relate mental health in the same way that we respond to physical health challenges? So that guide is fabulous. We also have on our website a Let's Talk About Grief guide, which is sometimes very complicated and hard for people to relate to different stages of grief, but our grief guide is just loss in general. So we know when students come to college campuses, leaving their area and also that transition can be a loss for them, and grief comes with that. So our grief guide helps not only our different students and support networks, but anyone who may have a loss sometime in their life and how to navigate that and help communicate to other people how to navigate that.
And even if you haven't experienced a loss, learning about loss can help you in the future and help you help your friends, your kids, your neighbors, your family, your coworkers. It is okay to not be okay.
Absolutely. And you make up a really great point there is a lot of what we do is teach people how do you take care of yourself so that way you can take care of others. And I think that's really important and okay for people to know, like, it's okay to take care of yourself. So that way you can make all of this impact that you don't even know you're making.
Exactly. It's an investment in your future, in your own health, and the health of people around you that you love.
We offer some other programming too, and I just want to highlight we have a program called Survivors Joining for Hope. It really was meant to bring about support for individuals or families who have lost a loved one to suicide, and so we offer financial support for those families. So that's a really impactful way we can help families really get back on their feet and on their way to healing through that process.
Helping them with the hard stuff. I'm glad you're here. And just remind everyone again what the website is and where you can be found on college campuses.
ResilientToday.org. We're at Black Hills State.
Yes, and then we're also at the School of Mines. My office is in the library on the 3rd floor, and then I spend some time at the University Center in the atrium as well.
Wonderful. Good to know. Students, I hope you're listening, and friends of students, everybody listening. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to look around to see where you can find some help. And thank you so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
We'll post more information on our social media websites and online at hits1027.com.